Hey everybody, today's video is going to be about the deadlift. Today I'm going to be pulling just competition style deadlift with belt. We'll be working up to triple at 9. So for the training objective for today, using triples at 9, we're going to be developing technique because the 9 will let us see any technique flaws and also correct some technique flaws without pushing things too hard to where you're more focused on just making the attempt rather than concentrating on your form. So it'll be good for technique development. Also, it's you got to see the scale between power and absolute strength. It's kind of a sliding scale. So if we're working 10 RPEs, where we really focus on the absolute strength side. So this slides a little bit more toward power, just a tiny bit in terms of our training effect, and it should allow us to get a little bit more volume in. It might just be one set, but for triples, working at a pretty high percentage of your max, one set will be pretty significant. One reason for doing this today, we did sport form last week, took some videos of my deadlift. Deadlift's not doing real great right now for several reasons, but it's a story for another time. Anyway, so last week I took some videos of sport form in deadlift. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be in terms of just baseline technique. So we'll be working technique a little bit today and trying to develop that aspect of things, and should come away with a strong strength development component as well. Because I mean, 9 RPEs, no joke. You're still working pretty heavy. So this is the first set. You got 665 on the bar for the first set. Altered the form and technique a little bit on a few accounts. So I'll be videoing. In addition to the video that you guys see, I'll be videoing each set from the side and reviewing that between sets, just to make sure that I've got a handle on the technique. In this new style, it's not really a new style, I guess. It's just some slight modifications to what I was doing to make sure that comes through all right. So that one was pretty good set there. Did a triple with 665. It came through right about a 7 RPE. So stuck with the plan, bumped it up to 705, and get this one for a triple. And same drill. Based on that, based on how it goes, that's how we pick the top weight for the day. That set went really well also. That was also right about a 7 RPE. So let's see, the plan was to go up to 745. Things are going a little bit strong. This new style with the head up, well actually it's an old style, in fact what I used to be doing when my deadlift was at its best. So don't know why I changed it, but I did, and sometimes things creep in like that. So we're going back to that, and it seems to be stronger. So we're going to take a conservative little bump. We went to 755 this last set. It's going to be a triple. Hopefully it puts us right in the 9 RPE range. From a technique standpoint, things are looking better. One thing that I'm not doing still is I'm not locking my lats into place. I'm not really locking my shoulder blades and upper back into place like I should be, getting some tension in my lats. That's just something I got to get used to. Mentally I'm reminding myself of it, so I'm doing it, but it's just it'll take a couple more weeks, I'm sure, before it starts to become a habit. But so far so good. Mechanically, everything is looking better, and I think that shows through in the improved execution. So this next set, we're going to go up to 755, and this will be probably our top triple. So that went pretty well also. That one actually ran right out of 9. It was on the fast side for a 9 RPE. Judging by the way it felt, that tells me some things about what I need in my deadlift. I probably need to do more of this type of work, more work where I'm spending some time under tension, because my ability to strain with these weights is somewhat decreased. So, kind of thing, these 9 RPDs, some pause work, stuff like that will help that. But it's got to be balanced out by the other parts of the program, because if you don't train an aspect of strength, then you lose it. So this is 9 RPEs are a good balanced effort. If you mix up the reps and you get a large chunk of full spectrum that you can train. That was a top set, 755, and that actually constituted about a 15-pound PR, which not an all-time PR, but it beats where I was last week by about 15 pounds. So I think probably most of that is the style difference having my head up. So now we do what we normally do, drop by the specified percentage. I dropped down to 705. So we're going to do 705 for another triple, and look for the results of that. I came out right at 5% fatigue, so it's a little more than I wanted for today, but it's all right. Not a whole lot you can do about that. So my stamina in the deadlift is not as good as it probably should be, so I'll be thinking about ways to improve that over the next few days. As far as the weights attempted, the weights came out well. Everything turned out fine. In average on 15-pound PR, and that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So that's it. I'm wrapping up the deadlift, and I'm going to move on to some power benching for today. So thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, please feel free to check out the rest of my training on my training log. It's at www.reactivetrainingsystems.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.